North Korea, one of the world's most isolated countries, a nation cut off from the world, shrouded in control and mystery. But through a rare opportunity, under the pretext of running the Pyongyang Marathon, we were allowed in. This is part 2 of our 4-part series exploring one of the most secretive countries on Earth. Although it's difficult, we want to try and get a glimpse behind the curtain at real life in a hermit kingdom. Join us in North Korea. No pictures, no pictures.
He always think of our people. Yeah, really, it's true. From the bottom of my heart.
Another day in paradise. Right, today is packed full of activities because there is a lot to do here in Pyongyang, the capital of DPRK. We have a plan. Everything is still up in the air. Anything and everything can change last second, but you know where we're heading now? The War Museum. So it's about time that all of us educated ourselves on what actually happened. Who started the war? You know, you get it, on all that. The amount of monuments and museums we're going to visit over our stay in DPRK, just more than I visited throughout my whole life. Everywhere.
This is the War Museum, which is one of the main sites here in Pyongyang. Obviously, the Second World War had an incredible effect here on the entire Korean peninsula, with the Japanese army occupying Korea. But not only did the Second World War have such an effect on this country, but also the Korean War that commenced afterwards. At the beginning of the Cold War, with the USSR and the USA battling against each other to spread their ideologies, the Korean peninsula fell victim to that, and for 3 years there was a awful conflict between the now two sides, and it still has a massive impact on the psyche of this country to this day. The War Museum here is dedicated to both the Second World War and the Korean conflict, and we've just seen a lot of captured equipment from that time, and now we're heading to the USS Pueblo, which is a captured US Navy ship, and it's right in front of us. Let's have a look.
See what's on the bullet holes. Look at this one.
There's a lot of pride here among Koreans for what they managed to do to the US Navy and how they, as they say, won the Korean War. And yeah, it's a really fascinating museum, really well done. There's a lot of captured equipment here, and we're about to go inside the main hall behind us, but unfortunately we can't film inside there, so we'll see you on the other side.
Overall, it was fascinating to hear the other perspective on a conflict that had such a devastating effect on the Korean peninsula and still officially ongoing to this day. Next stop,
People Study House.
People Study House. Okay, we saw this beautiful building from the outside yesterday. Now it's time to go inside. On the way here, we had some really interesting conversations on the bus. I'll tell you about it later, but you know what I really like about our group is that when we do have interesting and sensitive conversations, no one's trying to sneakily film any of that because, you know, dodgy area, but we're still kind of able to talk about it, just sorry, careful. So now we will be shown around the building.
여기 지금 각 나라도 딱 있습니다.
The book capacity is 30 million.
30 million.
That's the capacity. People
This-
can adjust the
People
height
can-
and the slope according to their convenience.
Did the great leader came up with this idea?
Yes, of course. You can see the pictures. Looking around this room.
Oh yeah.
Before inauguration of the Grand People Study House.
Can you adjust the height of the table in the UK?
We don't have this, no. This is, something we should be taking note of.
Exactly.
This is the view from the study house, and yesterday we were actually down there. And interesting about this building, this is actually 3 separate buildings with roads in between, so you can't see here. But on the parade days, the roads basically act as like backstage, so people bring things in and out. It's actually a really clever design. From down there, you can't see it. It's 3 separate buildings at all. Fascinating. We're now being shown around the foreign languages section, and I'm walking through the Chinese section at the moment. Let's see if we can find some English. Where are the English language books?
English language?
Yes.
Mixed in.
Mixed. I see.
Dog.
Ah, here we go. 500 Italian dishes. Flavors of Greece.
50 ways of...
Look, John, why have you got the dog food section with the food section? And here, look,
Sabaki, koshki.
cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs.
Dinner and lunch.
Okay, we're being ushered out. I was just about to look through the Indian menu or the big book of home cooking in Russian, but we're being ushered out.
Okay. I just spoke to the Russian-speaking Korean, and I said, "What's your favorite book?" And he said, "Detectives." I said, "Which one? Tell me more." He was like, "Sherlock Holmes." I thought they weren't allowed to read any kind of books from international. Very spacious building. One thing I tell you, you definitely get brownie points for being Russian here. At least somewhere, hey?
Lunchtime in Korea, which means only one thing.
Pizza! We're not joking. We're going to a pizza place.
Right? And then some of the... This is a pizza restaurant? Is this just a typical pizza restaurant here? You reckon?
I reckon so. Wedding venue and, pizza place.
The two double up well.
Obviously, this isn't a standard Korean restaurant we're being shown, but it's interesting to see that places like this do exist in Pyongyang. But of course, they're only for the very wealthy elites of society and foreign tourists, it seems.
That's very bad. While we were there, every trip, and if they detected
Good, the new Coke.
What's
the name of that? King?
no more going on.
The king.
So we got lucky because it was early. But I don't
Same
know.
taste or?
It's same.
Same, but different.
We also ordered kimchi pizza. We could have ordered seafood pizza, fish pizza, potato pizza. I can't believe I'm telling you about pizzas, but this is what we're doing. I wonder what meat it is.
Come on, give your opinion to the. Oops.
We need to come back to it.
Oh, okay, no. He didn't eat yet. So hang on.
So it's going to you.
Yeah, so I ate a pizza. I started with fork and knife. Okay. Sorry, I'm Brazilian, and we do that. That's awful, I know. That's great, but the pizza's good. You were right. It was good pizza. Yeah. Wait, you didn't eat yet?
Yeah, no, but I'm disassociated with him for the fork and knife.
Man, come on. Judging you.
Oh wow, you got pasta.
Oh, what hideous weather. It's just like home. We're about to go into the Pyongyang Metro, which is another thing that we really wanted to do before coming here.
Yeah.
And finally
here we are. Apparently, it was rebuilt during COVID.
So these are some of the first shots of the new Pyongyang Metro. We've all seen the old one. Let's check it out. Fascinating.
Oh, it's the Soviet metro smell, underground smell. It's different to everywhere.
You know this smell?
Everyone's laughing at me. It has a smell.
One thing that's really fascinating about the metro here in Pyongyang is most metros are used to seeing adverts everywhere, right? Obviously in DPRK, there's no adverts, that's capitalist. So here there's pictures of the people. You can see kids over there getting a glass of milk. Here there's videos of the countryside and the vegetables. Here we've got some statues. Fascinating. Something that's completely different to the metros that we're used to, where you see adverts slapped everywhere against the walls. Also, this is one of the deepest metros on Earth, so we're going a long way down. We're obviously not the only people vlogging this trip, and it's hard because there's a lot of people with cameras, and imagine after 5 years of not really seeing many foreigners, especially Westerners, there's been none. It's got to be a little bit overwhelming for people to see so many cameras pointed everywhere, and obviously we want to share the whole trip. It's a really hard balance to find, you know, not to overwhelm people. Have you ever been to any Soviet metros before? First time. Get ready for the beauty, get ready for the mosaics, mate. This is going to be unreal. Look at this. So this one's been renovated. You can see, right? It's still the old Soviet style station, but it's had a renovation. Yeah, it's different. And here you have, these are today's newspapers.
Let me see.
Today's newspapers. Wow.
The different newspapers.
They're different. Oh, okay. This one's Pyongyang Times. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We don't have much time on this platform. Let's check out this mosaic. Look at this place. I'm just going to power right through. Look at the mosaic on that. So this is obviously the great leader, Kim Jong-il, and he's looking over his people. You've got the workers in the background, the different flags. Obviously you've got the hammer and sickle with the torch as well here, the flowers, the people admiring their leaders as they deliver the country into a great future. Nice. And we're the only people here, that's what's amazing. Drinking the moment.
Construction of our metro started in 1968.
Yeah.
It was first open for traffic in 1973. And since then, it was expanded through 3 stages. And in total length is about 35 kilometers. And it has 2 service routes and 17 stations.
How much does the ticket cost?
Ticket cost is in Korean currency 151, and it's so cheap that
Is it cheap? Yeah. Consider it
every
cheap.
people take the metro every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
We've been given an entire carriage to ourselves, apparently for COVID restrictions, but also with imagined to keep us away from the locals. And to be fair, would you want 50 cameras in your face? By the way, these metro carriages are actually from Berlin U-Bahn wagons, imported to the DPRK back in 1997. Do you need to push? Oh, okay, you need to open it, alright. Oh wow, look at that, huh? Look at that station, huh? Beautiful.
You like mosaic?
You see?
You like mosaic? Mosaic painting.
I
Very
do.
great.
Our guide is so sweet. So on the first day, on the way from the airport to the hotel, we ended up chatting for ages. And I mentioned to her that I love mosaic. Yesterday, she took us to see some because she remembered that I mentioned that I like it. So sweet. There's a train coming. Oh, and look, right next to the Great Leader. Look, we were told not to bother the locals and not to force conversation. If people want to talk to you, they will come and talk to you, wave or whatever, have a conversation. Just need to be respectful.
What's fascinating in the metro here is so similar to what we're used to in the former Soviet Union, but also so different at the same time, right? We're used to seeing Cyrillic script everywhere, but here obviously you see Korean and the faces are different, but in principle the design of the stations are so similar to what we're used to in Russia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Ukraine. But yeah, we're right over here in North Korea. Such an interesting experience. I know there's a lot of us and it's definitely overwhelming for people, but really interesting just to see people going about their daily lives riding the metro.
Well, it's Pyongyang Times, Pyongyang Shinmun.
Is there anything interesting?
The photo of leader Kim Jong-un, as you can see here.
What does it say?
Let me see. He visited one special military unit,
Okay.
and he guided a military operation.
Today? Was it today or yesterday?
This published today, so it was
Today.
about yesterday.
We're going to read some sports news. Let's go here. Let's see.
You can search the sports news.
Wow.
Touch
So you touch all different kinds of sport.
yeah.
Wow.
Newspapers and international news, sports news, science, and common knowledge.
And this is
And you
being
can search
updated
for any
daily.
information.
And it's updated daily.
Yeah, of course, updated every day.
What is the gentleman reading now? What is it?
One of the football player called Robert Lewandowski. Just another football player, just like Ronaldo.
Let's play a game. Spot a foreigner. Beautiful fireworks. In Korean, do you have a song about fireworks?
I have to think about it.
You have to think about it. Newspapers. News agents, nice. Calendars there. Yeah. And maps. Well, oh yes, I can see a map. Oh, careful with your head, map.
No, because لأن كوريا في المنتصف الخريطة.
So many different books. Wow.
Where's your umbrella? No umbrella.
It never rains in our home country, so we didn't think about it.
Bishkek is very cool. I understand you, no worries.
Yeah. So this is the Arc of Triumph. This is one of the main symbols you see as you're driving into the centre of Pyongyang, and we're about to go underneath it because it's pissing down with rain, and learn a little bit more about it.
안녕하세요. 이렇게 예쁘시더라고. 감사합니다. Oh, that's better. Whew.
Our respected Marshal Kim Jong-un.
Respected Marshal Kim Jong.
Stop! You have to hurry!
I'll just have a private tour, that's okay.
Okay, you have to. You know, in Korean, you have to say bye by me.
But does it mean quick?
Everybody? Yeah, right.
Quick,
Then
quick.
hurry up. Yeah. Everybody?
Okay. Do we run there tomorrow? Wow.
You will start from there, and then when you run a marathon, we will see you.
You will see.
Yeah, and then we'll come.
You will have to.
Yeah, and
We'll
cheer
look
you
up.
We will look back at you.
Yeah,
Yeah. There is a park over there.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is the
amusement
park. Amusement
yeah.
park.
Amusement park. Yes.
But it opened at night, not in days.
Oh, it's
do you know
open
why?
at night. Why?
Because many people they work. They work in days.
So they can
And then,
enjoy it.
Yeah, after that we can enjoy our time at nights.
Big city, lots of high buildings. Yes. Yeah. Interesting that yesterday we weren't allowed to take pictures of many new buildings. Yes, yes, I can see loads being built. Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Ju Hee-yeon. You can call me Hee-yeon.
Hee-yeon?
Yeah.
I'm Julia Hee-yeon.
Okay.
Nice to meet
yeah,
you.
Nice to meet you.
Did you miss foreigners coming to visit DPRK?
Yeah. I welcome them, and every day I want to see them to come here and to see our country.
To show.
I'm very proud of it.
You're really proud of it.
Yeah.
And you want to share it.
Yeah, right. So I want to show them
What it's
happiness and then the beauty or the scenery, a beautiful scenery.
Can you say why you're so proud of your country?
Because you can see our leader.
Yes.
Yeah. And we all miss our leaders.
You all
miss.
Uh-huh.
And then because he's very good, and then he's doing everything for our people. Everywhere you can see the things and buildings for our people. And when I think of him, I feel the tears, because he always think of our people. Yeah, really, it's true, from the bottom of my heart. And then every people feel like that, and then they share the happiness and the sorrow, and that is the good thing. Yeah, so I want to show these things to another people.
to share it. That's really important. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much for sharing it with me. Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
One thing to be said is that you do see a lot of construction work going on around the city. We showed you the new area in the first video here in Pyongyang, but anywhere actually you drive around the city, you do see cranes and construction all over. And apparently since COVID there's been a lot of construction in this country, and one of our guides said that in the next 20 years the aim is for the DPRK to be the biggest economy, the most powerful military and the most powerful country in the world, and this is all part of the process for them to get there.
It's really difficult to understand whether this is what people truly believe or not, but at face value, the only thing we can compare it to is a religion. Even though religion is officially banned in the DPRK, the leaders here are spoken about like they're gods.
Welcome back to our hotel here in Pyongyang. It's been a long day. We're going to go and grab a beer at the bar. A well-deserved beer, in my opinion.
And because it's a marathon day tomorrow, we're having an early beer rather than a late one, so we can go to bed early.
안녕하세요. 3. How are you? Good. 3. Beer, yes.
Yes.
You know us.
망나니.
Maglali.
여자 망나니.
Probably.
See you later.
See, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Honestly, these lifts, they give you about 2 seconds to get out, and they're on you. Hello. 2 beer, please. Yes.
이거를 만든 사주. 만든 사주.
Soybean soju.
Do you like it?
Good? It's good?
나도? 예.
See you tomorrow.
You can buy Red Label there, and I saw wine for $44.
Yeah, I mean, everything is obviously imported. Like Red Label is imported despite sanctions, so it's fascinating to even see it here. Obviously the prices are more. Hello.
It's really good. She just has an amazing shop.
Oh really?
Okay, it was supposed to be an early night, but things escalate quickly in the DPRK.
This one, very famous German schnapps. It's made out of liquor and they put a lot of herbs inside. So people drink when they get sick. In Germany, they drink this one, so it gives you a lot of power. So now, we all together not sick, we still drink, so we get more power.
You'll be strong.
He will win the race tomorrow.
Marathon,
He
I want
will
to
win.
Unbelievable.
¿No puede hablar español?
No.
Un poquito. Nada más.
No poquito. Yo hablo inglés
Sí, inglés
and
China.
Russian.
Russian.
我的中文不好，不好，中文
真的不好。
不好，不好。
Drink the whole thing, or what are we doing?
We're
I,
waiting for the main guy.
I don't want to be a. Oh wait, the
We're
main.
waiting.
Wait, the main guy.
And this one, German cigarette.
Cheers to that.
Medicine!
Yeah, it's medicine.
It does taste like medicine.
yeah.
You know what? The snake wine tastes better than this.
You try.
Makes you feel good though.